Maximum Overdrive is a high-octane 1986 horror sci-fi theatrical failure fueled by cocaine, which earned Stephen King a nomination for Worst Director, with the film's tagline,
Maximum Terror, Maximum King.
And Stephen King himself promising,
I'm gonna scare the out of you.
But somehow, watching slow-moving semi-trucks drive around in a circle delivers maximum underwhelm. Even though this movie sucks, it delivers great quotable movie lines to make your partner roll their eyes for all the wrong reasons.
You sure make love like a hero.
This movie opens with Earth passing through the tail of a comet, leading to a plot hole the size of Stephen King's dope budget. Random machines come to life, like this heavily trafficked drawbridge, which races on its own, while all of these cars simply stay cars. Instead of these people calmly exiting their vehicles carefully, walking to safety, they just die! Meanwhile, at a Little League game, a sentient soda machine fires a caffeine canister into this coach's no-nos, then kills him John Wick style at point-blank range. That pop machine then starts vending out soda cans of chaos at these kids. While out in left field, this kid somehow manages to get smushed by a steamroller. Wait, what? One of the baseball boys was able to escape and rides through town stalked by a driverless ice cream truck. Baseball boy sees the street-wide extent of these maniac machines, people who were killed by electric hair dryers, Walkman radios, and this dog somehow killed by a relentless remote-controlled police car. We're finally introduced to our first but not even close to main character, Dixie Boy truck stop employee, Duncan Keller. Duncan Keller quickly becomes Helen Keller as he gets an eyeful of diesel while trying to fill up Optimus Prime, who is for some reason hiding behind this goblin face. Inside the Dixie Boy truck stop, we find convicted felon Gordon Bombay, who looks like he's having a rough go of things, manning this grill.
I got eggs on.
Don't worry, Gordon. In 6 years, you'll be leading the Mighty Ducks to victory as part of a future community service sentence. After Felon Bombay beats down this electric knife, run by batteries, he finds a man killed by an arcade game, and in his best Tom Cruise staring off camera moment, begins to suspect something could be wrong. 1 year after trying to kill Bruce Leroy, Last Dragon villain Eddie Arcadian became a perverted Bible salesman, now named Camp Loman, and is traveling with a hitchhiker named Brett when they stop at the Dixie Boy truck stop. Driverless Optimus Goblin revs his crazy loud engine and tries to run over the pervy salesman. Newlyweds Lisa Simpson
I got to go to the ladies.
Can I come in and watch?
and her nasty new husband Curtis stop to fuel up when they see a dead arm. Curtis bravely runs over to uselessly stare at the dead man who is still currently breathing when angry Mater circles around to attack nasty Curtis. While trying to get her done, Mater misses and crashes into the station. Mater's engine starts back up, and through this reckless, crazy, insane driving, these two manage to escape. Double Vision Duncan sets off to find his baseball boy when he's mowed down by Zeke's trash truck, which then takes a garbage dump on the Bible salesman's car. The Bible salesman reveals why he needs Jesus right before Optimus Goblin slowly backs into him, causing him to somersault into this dirty ditch. Later that day, these comet dust-powered semi-trucks from space start circling the Dixie Boy for no reason at all. Lisa and Curtis find themselves driving down interstate when out of nowhere, this Mack truck nearly kills them, even though they clearly should have seen this truck. Lisa and Curtis spend the next few minutes clearly trying hard not to outrun this piece of junk. Curtis pulls off some Days of Thunder driving, and the Mack truck goes up in flames. The two then decide to call the police from the Dixie Boy truck stop 2 miles up the road. Once at the truck stop, Lisa and Curtis witness this semi-truck circle jerk when he decides to drive right through it. Instead of staying inside their car that hasn't come alive and tried to kill them, they flip it and are now out running for their lives. The Dixie Boy owner, Bubba, fires a couple rockets, destroying 2 trucks. He clearly has more, but stops after 2 because we have 15 53 minutes left in this movie and need the other trucks to further this horrendous plot. We get brief character development as Brett tells Gordon she was hitchhiking to Florida before
That's what I was doing before every machine in the world went into maximum overdrive.
Brett tells Gordon
I'm scared.
with this ugly cry face, and then they hold each other even though they just met a couple of hours ago. Our next scene is a dramatic truck stop bathroom break where this guy's on the crapper. Felon Bombay, who apparently can't smell this guy's butt toots well enough, stands over the stall to get a bigger whiff of what kind of firepower Bubba has in the basement. Gordon and Brett make their way to the basement where Bubba has stocked away the entire Second Amendment. Brett, who walks for a living, trips over this dead guy who she clearly should have seen. Gordon and Bubba have a stupid conversation where sympathetic hitchhiker Brett learns of Gordon's criminal past. Hitchhiker Brett tells convicted Gordon it's alright cause she likes prison STDs. The two play naked footsie, and with zero lead up, satisfied Brett tells Gordon,
You sure make love like a hero.
after 30 seconds of glorious hero-like lovemaking, Gordon and Brett hatch a plan to escape the extraterrestrial trucks that's almost indiscernible because they're eating whatever the heck this is. Gordon wants to sail to an island 6 miles off the coast where there's no motor vehicles. Great plan until you realize this movie has shown us that hairdryers, Walkmans, and bushes kill people too. After one day of being held up in a truck stop, waitress Wanda does what we all would do, gets drunk, goes outside, and idiotically screams at the things that have been trying to kill you all day. The trucks start honking their horns, and the Dixie Boy lights go out, leaving our main characters in the dark. Just when you thought this movie might get okay, it is revealed that the pervy Bible salesman is not dead, and he's moaning and groaning from that dirty ditch.
What was that?
Oh, God. That's that Bible salesman I rode in with.
Our love-making hero and newlywed Nasty Curtis crawl through a smelly sewer pipe where they find the dead Bible salesman and Baseball Boy. They run back through the pipe when Baseball Boy asks about his dad, Duncan Keller. They don't have the heart to tell him his dad is a hood ornament, so they run back to the truck stop as Charlie Sheen's brother invokes tiger blood and fires a rocket at one of the trucks. The next morning, a fully alive bulldozer pushes a car into the diner. Bubba whips out a bazooka and blows up the bulldozer. That's when a U.S. military platform truck with a mounted machine gun starts firing into the diner. Instead of laying on the floor and staying alive, Bazooka Bubba, waitress Wanda, and these random guys take several unhealthy shots to their chest and guts. The military truck starts honking in Morse code when it's revealed the vehicles want them to pump diesel in exchange for their lives. Instead of simply letting these trucks run out of fuel, these intelligent people, led by this felon, are outsmarted by combustion engines running on alien fairy dust and spend all day and all of their energy filling up their tanks. While filling up the trucks, Felon Bombay comes up with an escape plan using this grenade to destroy the gun truck and make a run for it through the smelly sewer tunnel. Seems this easy to come up with plan could have been pulled off hours earlier, and the trucks would now be running on empty. But this came from the brilliant mind of Stephen King. At the thought of losing their friend Gunny, the trucks take out their grief and frustration on the Dixie Boy. While our survivors are making their way to the docks to escape, could-be survivor Brad quickly becomes run over Brad when he stops to steal this ring off this dead lady's finger. Bombs away Bombay fires a rocket into Optimus Goblin, destroying the last of the Dixie Boy Autobots. Our survivors climb into this tiny sailboat and live traumatically ever after for the next 6 days. An epilogue explains a Soviet spaceship disguised as a weather satellite destroyed a UFO hiding behind the comet. Instead of getting that movie, we're stuck with 98 minutes of this.
What the